All right, you're welcome. My name is Mida Jimo. I'm privileged to be team leader of Plan B Express. All right. So talking to us about opportunity in the digital space, and we narrowed to just three major aspects. There are many more, but we narrowed to just three major aspects: investing, trading, and affiliate rebate system platforms. Right. So if all these are the three major aspects, there are other things. So if you now go to affiliate rebate system, you can talk about digital marketing, other things, and all of that. So now looking about investing, there are so many investing opportunity, but what we will beg everybody is to reduce our exposure to different Ponzi scheme. I will start from the more elaborate one, and of course, if I talk about investing. What are you actually investing into? All right. What are you investing into? You are talking of investment. What are you investing into? So there are a few things you want to look at when we have to look at investment or investing. So there are quite a number of things you want to look at in investing. So we have, of course, when we talk about the financial market, it has so many segment. Okay, the financial market has so many segments and you want to explore. I'm going to be exploring a whole lot of things to us about the financial market. um but the financial market, as it were, have different channels of participation, so you can participate on so many ways. All right, but there are things you would want to understand first, is that you need to understand that when it has to do with investing or talk about investment, they are in different categories, right? Investment are in different categories so that you don't get it mixed up. And then we'll talk about investing. So you probably will be thinking about those kind of Ponzi schemes some of us get involved into. And so when they talk about investing, say, no, I will never invest again because the one I invested last year or 2 years ago, nothing has happened for that. I'm not going to invest anything again. Okay. You're actually not investing. You were just doing funny scheme. Okay, so I'm going to share with us. So probably I may be navigating to different environment, and that's going to help us to maximize the whole thing. So investing, yeah, even though most of the things we discussed are interwoven, right? So they are interwoven, and that's one of the things that make a lot of people not to really grab understanding easily. But there's something I want to tell you at first that you have to bear in mind. When talking about investing, investing has to do with actually taking advantage or participating in a company, right? Or buying into a particular thing or believing in a vision, and of course, get involved for the purpose of benefiting a reward. But that reward are usually not immediate. Okay, that's one of the first thing about investing. I was checking some platforms I have, showed to my ecosystem, for the past maybe 5, 6, 7, 10 years ago. And you look back, you regret your action or inaction, as it were, because of what we did as at those times. So talking about investing, I will start from, we talk about financial market, we talk about the capital market, we talk about the commodity market, we talk about different market, as it were, even before you talk about the liquid market of like the forex market, the crypto market, and all the like. So commodity market has to do with aspect of real asset in their form. Talking about commodity like stock, you know, agricultural products or crude oil, or talk about gold, silver, and all of that. These are commodities and people participating. But there are some of them, of course, participating or investing by yourself, like real estate now is a commodity market, right? Now, investing by yourself may be capital intensive, and for that, it's cumbersome to get started. And that's why you see very few entrepreneurs actually can start and run a big commodity market, just like manufacturing companies, like people, make mentioning of someone like Aliko Dangote and all the related kind of this thing. So, but in the process, we have a kind of we have aspect of derivative system whereby you you participate, in the market activities of such commodities and talk about future and talk about the derivative system. Now, so then the capital market has to do with collaborations, things like the stock market, the money market, and all the like. Now, let me just show to I think there's an encouragement you need to input yourself now. If you're in our community, I posted all of this link. If you're interested to be part of it. Now, you have this to talk about investment. Okay. So now this is invest. You see mutual fund, their money market. Okay. Now, before you talk about stock, let's not go to stock right now, but I'm going to go into um, aspect of mutual fund or like savings. All right, savings. So you have different savings style. Probably sometimes you can even name what are you saving for. You can see these are planning, financial planning, creating intelligence for yourself. What are you saving for? I can create savings for myself on, no, maybe I want to go for vacation at the end of this year. I will plan myself, whatever thing, money I'm making, I'm saving towards it. But in this case, I can save in a place where can be yielding some income for me. For instance, if I want to create savings, earning 13% per annum in subject to is subject to limiting withdrawal to 5 times a month, withdrawing more than 5 times a month, forfeit interest for the month. So for instance, if I click here now, enter plan, okay, say allow periodical whenever you want and all of that. So giving, right? Give this plan a name, e.g. family bills. So you can put your own school fees, okay? School fees. So you now click school fees and then you look at it. An Optimus Naira plan allows you to save periodically whenever you want and all of that. How much do you actually want to be saving and at what period of time and all of that? So let's say 10,000 Naira, for instance, or 50,000 Naira. You can do this. If you can discipline yourself, then you continue. So how long do you want to be saving this? Is it monthly? Is it weekly? All right. Or just once. All right. So you want to be doing it weekly or you want to be doing it monthly. All right. You figure out which period of the month. Is it at the end of the month or at the beginning of the month? All right. So if you're at the end of the month, say last day of the month, so you pick, right? And you continue. And then shows that every month. So you continue and then say, how do you want to how do you want to fund? So you probably will have to, right, say no card record fund. So you probably have to add your card, right? Say to add and verify your card, 100 Naira will be charged and saved to your invest. So you proceed, for instance, I'm just showing you all of this. Probably, right? You are creating a savings. So you have to put in your card details and all the like. So, I would definitely not do that here. All right. So you do all of this process in order to, right, in order to create these savings. And you said you are going to make percentage at the end of the year. So you grow your money. Are you following now? So you can create different savings. Is it in dollar you want to create? So you can see Uplock, Flex dollar, right? Up dollar and all of that. If I click create, 4% APR, okay, you earn that and all of that. So you can keep accumulating this, then you have another one. So there are different purposes. Look at this one, you create, okay, say give it a plan, name, bill to Dubai, whatever. You just want to create a culture for yourself. Now, so investing, you have mutual fund, these are money market. So you can see now, talk about what mutual fund is about. Mutual fund is an investment type that enables you to own and make a mixture of stocks bond and other financial instruments, both locally and internationally. All right, interest rate and attractive duration, 30 days and all of that. You want to explore of Naira. So if I click on Naira, you're going to see different and what price you're buying. This is the yield. Okay, Afri Invest Pluto's fund, right? Investing can buy 21%. Wow, that is big, you know. All right. So at the end of the year, right, you can earn this. So can invest, said 1K people. So assuming I want to invest in that, right? Look at it. Low, medium, claim anytime, yalla, 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 historical performance, 1% loss in 12 months. This is not a bad deal, right? You probably want to look at it, how much, okay? Fund composition, cash, treasury bill, bank statement, all right? Commercial paper, bonds, and all the like. So you can do whichever one you want to invest into. All right. So you say invest now, say fund times and all of that. So if you go here, you're gonna put how much do you want to invest? All right. How much do you want to invest? Let's say 100,000 naira. Okay, 100,000 naira. So to get how much? 1,000 naira estimated unit of the bonds, and that's the unit you are going to get. So you invest in mutual fund by getting unit of that fund, the actual unit you get, and then I'm just showing us different opportunity. So there is no need to waste your money or that somebody ran away with your money. You don't need all of those things. Now, so going into stock. Now, you know, in the financial market, we normally say sometimes that okay, the New York international stock market like New York Stock Exchange is closed right now. Now, you do not need to waste your money or be under pressure or that kind of a thing that people disappear with your money because you just so much trust them. And there are so many ways to digitally do investment and all of that. But buying into a stock, there are so many things around buying into a stock, right? There are so many things in buying into stock. Why? So first, you have what we call speculators, right? We have what we call speculators, right? So speculators actually buy stocks and forecast prices, movement of that stock, buy and sell, which is more or less like trading. So they are stock traders, so they trade stock, not even on a kind of derivatives or futures, but they trade it as, you know, commodity, all right? So they have unit of it in holding, and then they begin to make money. Now the stock go up, they sell, it come down, they buy, and all of that. But there's something you deny yourself of if you do that, okay? You deny yourself for what we call dividend and bonus. All right. You deny yourself of what we call dividend and bonus. So because these stock speculators do not have benefit of making money, all right, they do not have the benefit of making money when the stock make returns or the company make returns. So you are just a speculator, just buy, sell, and that's exactly what happened to in people of that categories. Okay, so these are stock, right? We talk about bond, talk about so I have platforms for you. So if you don't have this or this platform, so I have platform that trade both international and local stock together on the same platform. And then some are domestic or local stock like Nigerian stock. Now, let me show you another fantastic way of all of these things that many may not really understand. Okay, let's look at this guy here. Now, we talk about stock. Now, see, look at it. I think I will show you example here. Now, this platform is another platform, where.ng. So I have a link for you. Now, there's a stock I'm going to bring up because we bought into it. If you are watching me and you're in Nigeria, we bought into this stock. Okay, I think some people were actually listening. Let me see some of them. Okay, so if you're in Nigeria, we talk about this stock I can't really remember, but I know it was last year. This is Fidelity Bank stock, and at 9.5 naira per stock, per shares rather. So now look at it. This is the market. Look at WAPIC is just slowing down. There are a few things we research to take advantage of a particular stock. You have this is insurance, Yes Bank, right? Miller Park. There's another stock that moves so massively, was something called oil, or what was that oil called? Even Fitsin did well. Okay. Okomoba was that stock. Okay, Okomoy, right? Okomoy. Look at it. Now, Presco too have done very well. I remember in 2023, Presco was at about 117 naira per shares. 117 naira per shares. Okay, so now see, this is Okom Oil. And so I say Presco in 2023. Presco was saw it at 115 naira, 111 naira, something like that. Now, so it's telling you that last year, was struggling at 200 naira per shares. Last, like I see, 200 naira to 291 naira per shares. And now, presently, the price is at 538 naira. Now, this got listed in the stock market at 2002. Now, let's do something here. Presco hold the now Obertrin Estate a concessions of 7,000 hectares, and the Ologbo Estate concession of 6,000 hectares, both located in Edo State, and the Corn Estate, right? A concession of 3,000 hectares in Delta State. Presco is a subsidiary of CSAN Belgian agro-industrial company, specializes in industrial as well as smallholder plantations of trees crop, right? Mainly oil palm and rubber and allied processing industries such as palm oil mills, palm oil refining, fractioners, soap making, and crumb rubber factories. Now that's Presco. Now, so you now buying into this is more or less like you are part of co-owner of the land. Now, there are people who just trade it. Now, buying it and holding it is that, imagine people who bought at the nominal value of it at 50 kobo in 2005 or so, I think, because went up, and I think at a point. So let's just go. Let me just show us something and look at Presco. There's so much way to make money, but just that we don't like truth most time, and we're in a haste. Building wealth don't need to be in a haste, okay? Being hasty to build wealth is not going to do well for you, all right? I'm not saying we should not make money when the money can be made, obviously. Now let's look at Presco. So this is Presco, and let's look back. Don't worry, I won't fill out this gap because it will not give us what we're looking for, okay? Let's look at Presco. All right. Okay, so let's look at Presco. Let's go by weekly. Weekly is not too. Okay, so let's go monthly so that you can see. That's why you need to be futuristic in whatever thing you do, right? Now, this is 2019, and this is 2022 December for Presco. 116. So as at January, January, February was that 117 naira I was talking about in 2023. Now let's go quickly. If you look at it from here, December 2022, up to this where we are, is about 300% growth, right? That's not the issue. The issue is this. Let's go back to where we start having the chart. This is not at 50 kobo. At the nominal price before you could have the chart of it was massive. But let's look at it. In 2012, right? It was sold at about 8 naira. So let's look at it now. At about 8 naira. Now, to this point we are, it's about 6,000%. 2012, 2013, okay, 2013, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. That's about 13 years. Now, it's about how many percent? 6,450 something percent. Now, this is where I'm going. Okay, in 13 years, let's divide 6,400% by 13 years. 6,400% divide by 13. That's about 492% per annum. That's crazy. Now, but this is the point I'm trying to make. If you think short term, you probably will not make long term. And even the short term may not be all go well with you. That's the truth. If you think long term, you will make the long term and you still cover even the short term you're looking for. So imagine dividing this by, okay, what do we calculated? We calculated this. We said 6,400 divided by 13. Was that what we did? Divide by 13. Yeah, it should be 13, not, that's 13 years. Yeah. So then divide by 12. That's about 41%. No company, no investment platform can promise you 41% per month. It's not possible. Now, if you divide it to even say by 30 days or 31 days, come on, that's about 1.3% every day. But who will have been able to do this if you don't think future? Now, this is where I'm trying to come out. People bought it at normal price of 50 kobo. Let's look at what they've done. Now, it's easier said than done. A lot of people will say, hey, if I was there, you won't buy. So now this is a stock at 538 naira per shares. 538 naira per shares. Divide by 0.5 or 50 kobo. That's about, what am I doing? 50 kobo. Yeah, am I correct? Something like this. This is, okay. Oh, that is X. Yeah, so stock is doing X. So 538, okay. $538 naira divided by 0.5. So this is 1076x. Now let's do the percentage. Multiply by 100%. That is 107,000%. 107,000%. So 1,070. So we've said 538 divided by the 50 kobo some people bought. That gives 1,076x. Now you put in just a million naira. No, too much. You put in just 100,000 naira in 2002, 2005, right? So now multiply by 100,000 naira. Okay, there you go. Now this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's about This 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. This is about 107 million naira. You heard me right. 107 million naira. Come on. 107 million naira for, because what you literally had was, look at it, 100,000 naira, 100,000 naira divided by 0.5. You have 200,000 shares. You heard me right. You have 200,000 shares. Now, for a man who put in 500,000 naira into that shares, divide by 0.5, he's having how much? A million shares. A million shares of this company. And now multiply by 538 naira per share. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. That's about 538 million naira right now. So, so that's investment of, because this is now long-term investment. So from 2002, if you do that now, from 2002, so you say 2025 minus 2002. Let's look at how many years. 23 years. Now, imagine you gave birth to a child 23 years ago and you buy Presco and keep for that child. And now when the child become a man, maybe at 30, you decide to sell him. Investment of 500,000 you did for him that time, he's already a millionaire. These are the secrets of some of those millionaires that some of us do not understand, where they leave inheritance to their children. Now, look at it. Now, so we have another share or stocks or company that we ask people to buy, and perhaps people may not understand. It's okay, I say Oko, right? That is Okomo, all right? Okom, that is Okomu, right? Okomu oil. Now, this guy, come on now. Good. This Okomu now, right? As at last year was 200 naira per share. Now, if you return back now, and let's check Okomu oil. And there are, of course, international stocks I ask people to buy. Some rock pull, so you need to understand that. Okomu oil in 2012 was seated at 21 naira per share. It pumped very well, did very well after a year, and bankrupted. Went down massively, back to base, and we'll have another move. Now, this is an area where some trader to make some jumps, but this is the formula we apply in our ecosystem, that whichever asset class we buy, we don't sell all. Why? Because the asset class have potential to do well. So the same thing in stock market. So look at Fidelity. Well, am I recommending you to buy Fidelity? No. But if you like, you probably can say let you buy. Does it have any potential? Yeah, you may read more, right? This was listed in 2005. See, it's about last year, within last year, 7.85 naira per share. Now, if you bought when we were even saying people should buy, then you will have been on almost 100% right now. Fidelity. Right? You can see Fidelity. Fidelity in 2017 was 68 kobo. In 2012 was 1 naira per share. It went up to as high as 3 naira per share, rock pull to 0.6, and then we have it take the high. And so imagine in 2020, in COVID-19 period, right? It was at 1 naira 40 something kobo. Here you go. It's at 17, 18 naira right now. So the last year when we're telling people to buy, it was around May, June, or July or so. Yeah, or September, November, around that one. So for anyone who bought at 9 naira, even 10 naira, so it's 18 naira. So if you use 1 million naira, you are having 800,000 naira as profit if you're a speculator. Now, as a speculator, this is the counsel I give to some persons who are speculators. I tell, when you come into a particular asset class and you want to buy, and you know you're a speculator, the best you can do for yourself is that, oh, I have 1 million naira to buy these shares, and let me divide the money into two. Half into speculation and half into the holding. Because the holding is going to give you so much eventually, all right? The holding is going to give you so much eventually because of dividend and bonuses, right? Nobody pays bonus to speculators. So speculators, and you can miss out of the big move eventually. Sometimes too, speculations can give you a lot of money, but not all the time, because you can prematurely sell off an asset that have very fantastic potential. And these are the things that we actually miss out and not even paying much attention to learn. So there are quite a number of stocks like Wima Bank, we bought it. So for somebody who was not a speculator, when he bought Wima, he probably may be having some kind of issues when Wima came down. But for an investor, we don't have any issue because Wima actually was going to be paying you some dividend, right? I think I need to see where's Wima. All right, even Fitsin has done well. Okay, Wima Bank, Wima. Okay, so here is Wima. Okay, so it went down to as low as 3 naira. Oh no, 4 point something naira. So, and then all-time high last year, so average of about 12 naira per share. That was Wima Bank. Yeah, so why I'm doing all of this is that when people meet me, I want to invest, where can I invest? Okay, it has even double top the 12 naira and all of that. So because after the top last year came down to about 4 naira or something region, and there you have it now. Thus, this is another delicate zone anyway. Am I asking people to sell? No, I didn't ask you to sell. It depends on where you buy from. But for people who actually are major investors, they are making dividend. The same thing on First Bank and not like. Example, let me show you guys something here. Maybe there's some fractional, and there is no amount that is too small for you to buy stock. Look at this platform. You can buy stock as low as 1,000 naira. Look at this example. Look at this. How much was spent here to buy this stock? 20 units of MTN at 158 naira. Let's calculate how much was spent. 3,160 naira. And here you go. So this is the present price. It went to almost 300 and something naira last year and all of that. Now, to tell you that this stock is still on profit of 47% from the buying, right? And then GDCO is telling you this 33 naira per shares, and then 2,000 naira was spent, and then it's down 58 naira per shares. So having 72%, right? This one saying 21 unit at 67 naira per shares and all of that. I'm just showing you all of this. Now, the next thing you want to check is that, okay, what's the advantage? Now, is an investment, you just wait to be earning dividend on some of them. Okay, maybe because here, those shares were sold out and all of that. But look at dividend of this one, that's GTCO, 60 unit, That's $60, 60 naira, sorry. Look at the same GTCO, 60 unit. Look at the dividend, right? Dividend of 162 naira, GTCO dividend of 30 naira, MTN dividend of 111 naira. So you just can imagine when it's about you invest. So I'm just showing you fractional. All right, look at GTCO, the same thing. 168 naira dividend, MTN 200 naira dividend, all right? GTCO 18 naira, MTN 112 naira, right? Boa Cement 104 naira. These are dividend, okay? Right? MTN again 171 naira, all right? So this is 2022, okay? Dividend GTCO 162 naira, okay? Now this is 2021. GTCO 18 naira dividend, 91 naira dividend, right? This is which other one is this? I think they are so okay, is it First Bank? Maybe something like that. So these are dividend coming into some of those things. Okay, if I check now, you are going to see a whole lot of things around this platform or investment. So investment is beyond just hit and run kind of, but you have now another thing that I didn't show you is like, look at this Jumo. Jumo is like you can invest just like you are investing to real estate. Let me show you. Oh, network. Oh shit. What's going on? Okay. So we really need to wake up to understand that investing is the first thing you should think about when you really want to be financially free. Now, of course, before we go to trading, so trading require more skills, okay? But investing does not require too much skills. It only requires your psychology, your readiness to follow simple instruction. So assuming I want to buy into this Juno, like maybe 1 million naira. How much is this? 1, 2, 3. And so 1 million naira to be invested. What are you talking about? I don't understand. 1, 2, 3, and 2. Oh, how many units? Each unit is 10,000 naira or something, I think. One unit is 10,000 naira. Correct. So if you are investing to 10 units, 100,000, 100 unit, 1 million naira. So when you invest 15% of the unit is what to earn, that means at the end of the year, you have a place to collect about 150,000 naira every year, right? This is segment of a kind of real estate aspect of this. Okay, so I don't know when people just meet me. Hey, I don't know where I'm going to invest. You have so much way you can do auto investing, and so you have investment in the capital markets, stock, money markets, and then you have investment in crypto. All right. So let me show an example. This is an example in crypto. So I'll talk about farming, right? I'll talk about farming and staking. Okay. So I use an example. I love to use radium for an example. Now, it doesn't make sense to many persons when they come in and you are telling them buy and stake to make money. It's quite funny that people don't want to do anything and they want to make so much. Look at it. Look at Solana. This is a coin. Now, funny enough, The same way we say this. This is Solana. If you had bought in 2023 when I personally give out this coin for people to buy at $8, $13, $14, $17, $20, $21, and here you go right now. And you get it locked, can do, or what we call liquidity. This is another form of investing. Now, this is 406% APR. Listen, this fluctuates, so it can change in percentage. You can see now they have paired Trump coin with Solana 9,999%. That's 1,000%. So in that order, that means you want to actually buy both Solana and Trump to lock for liquidity reward. Then another style is that you could invest, just buy a single coin and lock for some reward. An example of it is this Radium. So I like using this Radium. And because it's an insignificant amount of money, because people always tell me it's because I don't have big money. That's why I have not invested. You're lying. This is an investment of $10. Yes, you heard me right. And it was invested about how many years ago? Maybe 2, 3 years ago. And what will happen is Accrewa is given, right? If I show you the major one of the liquidity, sometime on the Accrewa, in a day, you can be making cumulatively, average of $17 every day. Now, this has nothing to do, right? This has nothing to do with your lock volume. So look at it, the price growth on the token itself. So how much percentage would we say? This $10. Now let's say $466. $466 divided by $10. All right, that gives you about 46.6x. So multiply by 100%. So that's about 4,660% in 3 years. So let's divide it. Divide by 3. That's about 1,553% per year. Now divide by 12 months. That means 129% every month. So you can't actually phantom it out how you make so much money investing. But take note, some may not work out. And that's where we encourage people for investment diversification, right? You buy this and spread your tentacles instead of facing one direction. I hope somebody is learning, because all these things I'm explaining to us, they look very simple because I love to simplify it. And so you have no any excuse whatsoever now to be giving your money to funny group of people or in the name of investment, return on investment. They are not going to pay you anything. They will eat your money and disappear. You have to understand that. To be very factual with us, they are going to take out your money and jump away. So, however, we still have different platforms that, of course, you will not have to ask me, Feli, how do you now trust some of those platforms where even putting our money? Some of them can collapse. There's no doubt about that. You're only doing at least your own basics so that you wouldn't have the regret of, oh, but it's appealing more. Some of those Ponzi schemes are highly appealing. So a lot of people we have sought for them because there's that in code guarantee return, right? And big return. Like one recent one that just happened not long. I bought in, let me even look at what the coin is doing now, or they have deleted. Maybe they have deleted them, I don't know. UB text. UB text. Okay. Oh. Ooh. I'm sure it must have been delisted. I don't know. I think they say they changed name. Now you can see, now you can't see. Oh my goodness. You can see now that you can't see liquidity for that coin. Now, people were hailing and people just love to make money on a monthly basis, but there are so many ways of making money on a monthly basis. I just show you staking now, right? I just show you staking now. So you can imagine this. This was a token that went to $3 or whatever. And of course, I did bought at 65 cents. And when it was $2, I sold some. It went to, I say I was waiting when it would get to, right? Say I was waiting when the price would get to $5, I would sell some, and then last $10. But unfortunately, because it was just a mere Ponzi scheme, and that was the truth. And then I sold everything off because it's not worth it. Okay? Now, so these are the things that when we are educating people, we want people to learn basics so that you will not fall victim of all of those things. Right? So that's investment, right? Another way of investing into crypto, I've talked about staking, farming on decentralized. You can invest in locking and staking on centralized exchange, like Binance, like Bybit, and all the like. You just buy Bitcoin, Ethereum, or Solana, and then just lock it, and they will pay you reward. For instance, if you see this platform now, it's a trading platform, but let me go to strategy, right? So, but some of them, some of those DeFi too can be risky because you are still locking your money, but you can see just like normal APY kind of percentage. So it's the same practice you have on Binance, on Bybit, where you lock in even your USDT or Binance coin or Solana coin and all of that and be making reward. Investment are so enormous. Then the next investment I will just reveal to us is actually PAYNET ecosystem, right? Now, many people do not like to invest into it because it was not this kind of pushing out so much money, right? People don't want to invest because you can't have too much bogus percentage. What you will have is like about 9% every month, right? About 9% every month. Oh, where are you? Okay, so about 9% every month of your $3,000. But that's another passive income. Now, a few other passive income I had was to use robotic. I use the robotic on exchange. I use robotic on app, just like we have a robotic app of a platform called Trading. In fact, there's another fantastic boat I saw, but it's more expensive. But I think, let me check. Because we have so much ways of making money. But understand that risks are involved because some company can have issues, right? Just like I talked about stock, you see some stock. There was a stock we bought. I made money on it 2019 and then 2020 during COVID-19. But did you know that we bought much of that stock this last year or last 2 years? I can't really say. It has issues. So all our money came down. Okay, this was a stock that have gone to 63 naira dollar per shares. All right, we bought it and we made money, but eventually, see now, it flat down again. Can you see? So it has been rigmaroling on the ground. So this can continue for many years. But you can now see maybe people who are speculators will be happy that they are making more money than you. So, but some of us bought it back at $10, $8, $13, and this year, but up to now, it has come down to, there was time was moving to get to about $7, but couldn't make it again. So these are downside of maybe investing. Of course, market or the company may not fare well the way you actually expect them to do. And that can give you a kind of disappointment. So you have to understand it. But that's why you need mentors, right? That will objectively tell you, okay, let's take profit this way or let's behave this way and all of that. That can help you. So, and the secret or the tools, the code of these activities is diversification. When you diversify, a loss from A will be swapped, will be eaten up by B, by the profit of B. All right. So these are the things that we always encourage people to settle down and understand. A loss of this will give a profit of this. And the profit of this can spread over the loss of that. Okay? That's one of the things that has actually helped a lot of us to maximize the space as much as possible. So we have the robotic system, like I said, where you may say, so I need to trade. No, that aspect is you have just setting to follow. When you follow the rule, you make money. And so I have two major boats now that I can tell you that the passive income strategy are marvelous. Yeah, one will require more attention to reset, one just to set once and forget it. Yes, so about some crypto. So then going to trading, of course, trading boil around so many opportunity. We have the forex trading, we have the synthetic trading, of course, the future trading, the forex trading, the synthetic trading, the low gem trading, and all the like. Okay, low gem trading and all the like. So, but for this aspect, you will need to have exchange or broker, as the case may be, for forex and stocks, and of course, and synthetics. So you need a broker, okay? For instance, then you need some tools to analyze and understand the market. PHB. Sorry. Woohoo! Man, 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 man. These guys were terribly against the trend. And Santos. PHB and Santos. Okay. Santos will start going down because that has done massive. Yeah, so there were coins that were being picked by my boat. That's why I'm checking them. Okay. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. This is 1 hour, okay, 15 minutes. Okay, the Santo, assuming if I want to trade, can actually enter the Santos. Can I find it here? So business is sweet. We have a lot of opportunity. Now, it's now our choice, right? Okay, it's not here. So it's now our choice to leverage and maximize. Wow, wow, this guy is dumping. We don't break. So trading involves certain level of commitment, learning, in order to maximize and profit from it. So I told you we have trading in synthetics, boom and crash. We have trading in Forex trading. Okay. Then we have trading in future trading and all the like. So that's how we maximize opportunity, right? So if I go over here, you use different exchange or brokers. One, I use Trade for my volatility, that is synthetics. Y boom and crash for the reef. And that's exactly what I do. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is just a kind of, then affiliate marketing will have different platforms to maximize affiliate marketing. So if you're watching me live on YouTube or Facebook, you can chat up with me on my phone number +234 90470 44998. There's the WhatsApp support WhatsApp. Don't call, but just send WhatsApp message to +234 90470 and 998. I will respond to you. And then, of course, you want to participate in some of those things. You can get ready. All you need is your smartphone, Android phone, and your, of course, you have a laptop. And if you do not have laptop, nevertheless, you can still opt in. Just need to be teachable to follow simple instruction and maximize the whole thing. All right. So don't complain. There's so many ways of making money. But are you really ready to pay the price? That is obeying simple instruction, learning basic things, what works, and then you have yourself to enjoy. Investment is massive. We make a lot of money investing. Of course, we lose a lot of money in the process too, but one time your profits overpower your negative, you will still fine. All right. So do have a nice time, everyone. You're watching live. Congratulations. Let's build wealth and help our generation, especially even your children to come. So you can invest in so many ways, for your children. You just tell me this is for my child. For instance, you can go for that flex and then you name them for your children. When they reach the year, you hand over the money to them or find a way, to show them how to take over the business. So you can see now that some things you are looking for, they actually rise inside, but not paying attention. Ponzi scheme reign more everywhere, but important and fantastic business are usually hidden. So dig deep and get the treasure. Have a nice time.